This is the new iPad Air 2.
Apple today launched its new iPads and an updated high-resolution iMac. But it was a much more subdued affair here at its Cupertino headquarters than last month's showbiz extravaganza, which saw the launch of the iPhone 6 and the Apple Watch. Apple's iPad Air 2 is even thinner than a pencil, and its entire range now comes with the Touch ID fingerprint reader, which means that customers can use its Apple Pay online payment service. But the tablet market is flat, and Apple's iPad sales are declining, and it's not clear that anything it unveiled here today will do enough to reverse that trend.
It feels like Apple and the post-PC vision of a tablet have found a certain part of the market and not broken out of that. And Apple has, as it might be, 2/3 of that post-PC vision, and the Android tablets that compete with it have another third of it. And then there's this whole other tablet market, which is much cheaper and doesn't seem to go online and doesn't seem to be used in the same way, that's happening out in China and emerging markets. But neither of those are really growing. And so there's this kind of, it feels like the tablet market has kind of hit a certain level and risen no further. It's not clear that anything Apple announced today is really going to change that. It's another bunch of tablets. They're good tablets. They don't really change the narrative that we had yesterday around what was going on in the market.
There were a few surprises here today. Apple's iPads leaked well ahead of time, and during its presentation it even poked fun at itself for failing to double down on secrecy as it had promised it would. But one surprise was the pricing. You can now buy one of the original iPad minis for $250. That's half as much as the original iPad was when it launched 4 years ago. And it opens up the Apple family of products to a whole new audience of customers, perhaps looking for their second device after an iPhone. And that can really help them to retain customer loyalty and tie them into its ecosystem. With more than 225 million iPads sold, the device has obviously been a success for Apple, but it's also clear that the iPhone is the main event. And next week's earnings will find out exactly how successful the new launch of the iPhone 6 has been. This is Tim Bradshaw with the Financial Times in Cupertino.